don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Don't we all just want to be great? Don't we all? I think we want our Detroit Lions to be great. And today, it is schedule release. And folks, we got the schedule already. It leaked out. If you already watched the video, I already made a video on it, but we're definitely going to talk about it. In today's show, I got my buddy Mark Orr from Orr's Forum. What's going on, Mark? I don't know if y'all could hear him because I did not hear him. So, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes from there. Let's do shout-outs to the folks in the building. We got Brady Sharp, Green Bay Packers fan. What is up? Jamie Ward, Frank, Poohman313, Steven Likings, One Pride, 512. We got Michael Peters, 9 Drinks, Bobo Lane, James Watson, 46 in the building. You didn't hear him? I didn't hear him as well. So, Mark, hopefully you can get that straight. We got 48, now 50 with 14 likes. Smash that like button. Mark, can you speak?
Yes, that was my fault. I had my microphone on mute. My bad. I ruined that whole thing.
You definitely ruined it. He ruins the show all the time. So make sure in the comment section below you let Mark have it, whether you're watching live or after the fact. Give him some words. Some words. We got the schedule.
Please.
We got the schedule, folks. Folks, yes. What is your prediction right now with the schedule? How many wins will the Detroit Lions get? How many wins? Do a record prediction. Mark Orr from Orr's Forum. What is your, just right off rip before we go through each game, what is your record prediction?
I'm not going to really waver too much of what I predicted earlier, like about a week or so ago. I'm still going to say 7-10. I think they're going to win 7 games with a possible maybe ceiling of 9. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit right now. I'm not usually the Kool-Aid drinker. I'm pretty optimistic at times, but I kind of like what the schedule looks like. There's a couple tough ones in there, obviously, but I'm going to stick with 7 wins right now. That's the floor.
So we got 7 wins. Let's see what everybody in the building's saying right now. We got 7 wins, 5-6, 6-7. We got 7-10, 7-10. Nick says 8, 5-12. That's definitely a big one there. John Bradshaw, 3-14. Love it, John. Hey, I tell you what, he's not going to screw up. That's hard to screw up right there. 8-10. Love it. 10-7, 9 drinks. That's what he has the Detroit Lions record as. So let's just go ahead and go. We're going to go through each game really quick. We're going to start with Week 1, folks. Would you like to know who our Week 1 opponent is? Are you ready to see who our Week 1 opponent is? Here we go.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles, the Detroit Lions, host the Philadelphia Eagles Week 1. It's a big game for the Detroit Lions. Last year we got dominated, destroyed, decimated, defecated by Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mark, what is a big challenge Week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, this is kind of the revenge game, actually, because they beat us by about, I think, 38 points last year. So you're going to have to stop the run with that team, that's for sure, because from what I can remember, they ran all over us. For one, I think Jalen Hurts, he did the same. Offensively, we couldn't stop them. We couldn't stop their offense. So, and I know they brought in A.J. Brown on a trade on draft night. They drafted Jordan Davis, brought his boy over, Nakobe Dean. So what we're going to have to do is stop that offense. So I'm hoping that this defense is ready to rumble because they got embarrassed last year. And, Aaron Glenn, it's a short memory in the NFL. So he has to remember this. This game has to be pinned right on whatever their board is, whatever they do, they come in, they first see that because that was an embarrassment last year. And they're going to be reminded day in and day out by Dan Campbell and company for sure.
Let me know in the comment section, do the Lions defeat the Philadelphia Eagles week 1 at home? It's home. Let me know. I have the Detroit Lions taking an L. I think it's going to be more competitive than last year. Last year we got killed. Like, it was really, really bad. I don't think that's going to happen this year. I think it's a closer game, more competitive. Well, it has to be. Last year was the worst game we had all year long. So let me know if you guys think that the Detroit Lions will win this game. The Lions hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. We got lost. We got Ty Tribbin. I love it, man. He's going all in with the tie. Hey, man, if that happens, you need to use BetUS with a Chess Sports promo, Lions 125. You make a ton of money there. We got Steven says L. John says loss. 21-31 either way. Pooh, man. So far, losses. Not a lot of W's on this one. Interesting, to say the least. Do you know who we're facing week 2, Mark? Do you know who the Lions are facing week 2? If you don't,
I know.
You're about to see. These are rumors, too, by the way. We'll find out exactly at 8 o'clock. But we got win from Frog Cup. Week 2, this is who we got, man. This is who the rumored is that we got. Washington Commanders. The Detroit Lions will face the Commanders at home week 2 per rumors. Is this official? Not till 8 o'clock. But the Detroit Lions will be facing the Washington Commanders per the leak. This one, I think, Mark, the Detroit Lions can pull up a W. Nick Foles does not scare me at all. Doesn't scare me at all. I think the Detroit Lions could pull out this W. I think the Lions' offensive line is going to have a hard time against their great defensive line, but it's a great, unstoppable force meets a movable object. I think the Lions pull out the win. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to give them the W on this one. I'm going to give the Lions a W on this for sure. They got Carson Wentz over there. He's the guy. You just got to get under his skin, and he tends to make a lot of mistakes, Carson Wentz. He's got some weapons over there with Terry McLaurin. They got a really nice run game going, like you said, too, a good defensive front. This is kind of Chase Young had a really bad year last year, got hurt. So he's going to be hungry early coming in week 2. So, but I think we can beat them at home. I'm going to give the Lions the W here on this one.
Yeah, I think the Lions get the win. Let me know in the comment section. We got win versus commies. Dan says that's a win. Wentz is broken win. So everybody's going win here. A lot of people agree it Wentz. Not Foles. Yes, Carson Wentz is the guy who will be facing. I think definitely the Detroit Lions can pull off that W. That's a good way for Lions to get a W too, because last year it took forever for us to get a win, tied, and then get a win. At least here, I think the Lions have a legit shot to be 1-1. Week 3, we're on the road against a division rival. The Detroit Lions will be facing the Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins. The Detroit Lions will be going against the Cooks. We're going to have to stop the run. It's going to be a difficult one. Again, let me know in the comment section who you got for winning this game. Mark Oram, what do you think about the Lions versus the Minnesota Vikings at Minnesota week 3?
See, this is always a tough game, obviously, because it's a division rivalry. And I always like to say that we're going to split between the division, go 1 win, 1 loss. So I think we're going to lose this one. They went heavy defense this year. The Minnesota Vikings with Lewis Seen, Andrew Booth. They took, I'm looking at my phone right now, Brian Asamoah. They took another corner in the 4th. So they loaded up on some young defense. We got Dalvin Cook to contend with, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson on the other side too. So it's going to be a tough game for the Detroit Lions. Another game that should be circled because we played them pretty tough last year. I think we had a really close one from what I think we beat them one time. We beat them it might have been our first win of the year. Yeah, we should have beat them twice. So I have them losing the Lions on this one. Is an early loss. We're going to go probably 1-2 at the beginning of the first 3 weeks, but it's going to be a competitive game. I don't think any game we're going to get blown out this year.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag, and I agree with everybody in the chat. This is a mixed bag game. It's not, to me, it's going to be a close-fought game. Why? We always fight Minnesota very tough. That's the way it is. We always do. Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions always have a close game, so it can go either way. At Minnesota, I just throw them the nod just because it's there, but it wouldn't shock me if the Lions won either way. It really wouldn't. Next game we face. We are back at home, so 3 home games to start off the season. And this one is the easiest game of the year. I think the Detroit Lions are going to steamroll because we're facing a team that should be the first pick in the draft. Leave the top 5, and that's the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not worried about Seattle at all, Mark. Seattle is a rebuild team. Absolute and utter rebuild right now. Getting rid of their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Drew Lock is cheeks. He is awful. I think the Detroit Lions freaking steamroll the Seattle Seahawks. This could be a blowout, the first Lions blowout of the year. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Lions to win this game, especially at home, man. This is when we might see you might start hearing rumblings about DK Metcalf, if he's not already traded, that he wants already out of Seattle. Because, going from Russell Wilson to Drew Lock, man, I don't think the situation can get much worse for Seattle there. He's got good weapons there, but Drew Lock had nice weapons in Denver too, and he still couldn't do anything with those guys either much. So I think this is going to be a game where the Lions win this game pretty handily. You still got to worry about guys like Metcalf and Lockett, though, no matter what. But and Seattle also picked up that Kenneth Walker, the kid from Michigan State too. So kind of keep an eye on him in the running game. But I think the Lions win this one pretty handily.
I'm not worried, Don Burr. Why? Because I have Don Burr on our side. Don Burr is the GOAT of YouTubers. At least he goes on everybody. We got Don Burr on our side. That's literally like the 12th man. Don Burr repping Detroit on every freaking channel. Chat Sports loves this guy. We talk about him quite a bit. That's my guy. You messing with Don Burr, you're messing with me. And he reps us just like y'all need to rep some LNU gear. We love our team, and we love our gear. Lions Nation Unite has it for you. LNUshop.com to get the latest and greatest regarding accessories and shirts, man. Check this stuff out. They got shirts, cups, pillows. They pretty much got everything, in all honesty. Made by Herman Moore. Freaking epic. Let's go to some of these accessories real quick. This is what's all about, man. You get your cups. I love cups, too, especially when I'm streaming, repping my team, and there's a ton of it. This is just a little teeny tiny piece. Go to the shirts. I love shirts. I'm a veteran. I love camouflage. They have camouflage as well. We have everything here, man. Repping. We got the lion on there, killing it, and we got funny sayings, folks. This was for the draft. My personal one is I have bigger hands than Kenny Pickett. I must say, I love Don't F This Up. Again, go to LNUshop.com to get the latest and greatest regarding Lions Nation Unite accessories. It's cheap, it's fun, it's easy, and let's get this pride flowing, folks. Definitely, and I tell you what, we're going to have a lot of good stuff happen on LNU. You have no idea. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait to, really show it all out about what we're going to be doing on this channel. We're going to do with the gear. We're taking Detroit to the next level. That's what it's all about, is our team getting repped right. And it's happening, folks. It's happening. Busy bee. Can't wait to talk about it. But let's talk about the next team that we face. We are on the road, per rumor, against the Pat Matricias. The Detroit Lions will be going against Mac Jones and the New England Patricias. Why did I say the Bill Belichick's? Because we need revenge in this one, dang it. Pat Matricia may be their offensive coordinator. I know that sounds crazy, but it may be true. This is going to be a tough freaking game. I tell you what, this may be the one game I want to win with the Green Bay Packers. Mark, how do you see this one playing out, man?
Man, we're going to go to the dark side, eh? We're going to the dark side. We're going to Double B, Bill Belichick's house. That's going to be tough, man. They got, Mac Jones will be over there. Second year Mac Jones. He's got some weapons over there. What is going on with Matt Patricia? Like you said, man, he's working on the offense now. Is he the offensive coordinator? Is he taking water drinks? What's he doing? Is he tying people's shoes? I don't know what Matt Patricia's doing over there, but it seems a little bit strange to me. This game's I'm on the fence with this game. I think we're going to lose. Just going to Gillette, man. It's always tough to play in New England, no matter who the quarterback is. But I actually like Mac Jones, so I think the Lions are going to lose this game. But this is kind of like one of those games where Dan Campbell versus Matt Patricia. He took over for him, so he's going to be like, all right, I'm going to show you what I can do, what you weren't able to do. So this will be another game. I think a lot of these games are circled. I see a lot of circle games this year, man. A lot of games that have a lot of meaning. Every game has meaning no matter what, but this game right here is going to be big for Dan Campbell. But I think that they might get edged out in this one. I got him for a loss.
Look, I got him for a loss too. Let me know what you guys think in there. But this is a big one. If we can pull out the win here, that'd be fantastic. Again, to me, we got Green Bay and New England is the two teams I want to beat because Pat Patricia destroyed this franchise, and I would love to see this dude take an L to the Lions. Absolutely would. It's going to be tough. Mac Jones and that football team is going to be pretty good. I ultimately say we take the L, but man, oh man, I want to get the W. I want it. We got Pooh Man says L. Bill wanted Patricia on defense. No, Chris Carbaugh. I dead serious. They said offense. I discount double check too. 100%.
He's doing something on offense. It just hasn't been announced what he's really doing. It's like a mystery.
Sounds nuts. It does, but I'm dead serious, man. That's what the rumor is. Yeah. So we'll see. Either way, we need to beat them, but I do say it's a loss. We got 140 in the building with 49 likes. Let's get to 75 likes. Smash that like button so it gets pushed out there. As well as 7:30, we're going to be going live on LNU officially. Then the schedule will be released. I don't know exactly, Monday nights and Sunday nights. This wasn't that. We'll know that when the schedule actually happens. The only one I know is Thanksgiving, who we face on Thanksgiving. But the next team we face, we have a bye week right after this game, by the way. Early bye week. So the bye week happens after this game. After the bye week, we got a game that I know a lot of fans want the Detroit Lions to win. Why? Because we lost in a bad fashion in 2014 due to Jera. The Detroit Lions will be facing the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Jera's world. Love to get a win there because we all don't like the Dallas Cowboys. Tough game. Tough game, Mark. I think this is going to be closer, though, and I think what people realize, because we always face the Dallas Cowboys really tough, for whatever reason, we do. I mean, it happens every single year. It's never a gimme game either way. What do you think happens the Lions at Dallas?
Man, it's another tough game. I don't know if I have us winning this game either, man. Another game that the Lions should be circling, because I remember last time we played the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott said he felt like he had all day behind his line of scrimmage. There was getting no pressure from the defense, pretty much making fun of our defense, and as he was gashing us. So it's going to be tough, man, to stop him in that offense. Their defense, is up and down, but they've gotten better. So, man, I want to give us a win here. I just don't think we're going to be able to pull it off in Dallas. So I'm going to give us a loss on this one. I don't think we're going to win in Big D, man. It's going to be a tough game to win in Texas, man. That's a tough game. So I'm going to give us an L again.
A lot of people are saying L's too. A lot of people saying losses there. Dak Prescott, Elliott. Their defense, though, is underrated. Extremely good defense. It's going to be a tough one for sure. Did we waive safety Jalen Elliott?
Yes, we did.
Yes. It was not the one that we picked up. It was the guy. It was not the one who you think we picked up in free agency. It was an undrafted guy last year, I think. That's pretty sure it was. So it's not.
We've had him for a couple. We've had him for a couple years.
Had him for a couple years. So a lot of people agreeing there that they're probably we take that L, but I'd love the Lions to win that game too because I'm not a big fan of that football team. Next, we're going back home, and this is going to be an entertaining game. The Detroit Lions are home against the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins, Tyreek Hill, Tua Tagovailoa, speed offense, new head coach. What will it look like for the Detroit Lions? This one is going to be a fun game. Whoever wins, I think there's going to be a ton of points put up in this game. If you like offense, I think this is going to be it for you. A lot of speed. You're going to have Jameson Williams probably really starting to get going now, halfway through the season. Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a lot of speed in this game. A lot of speed.
Tons.
I could see both. I could see this to be like a 38-42 type of game. A fun one. Probably be like not a primetime game, but in the sense that when they do replays, they're going to say this was a great game. How do you think the Detroit Lions fare against the Miami Dolphins?
Yeah, this will be a tough game, man. The Miami Dolphins, they obviously brought in Tyreek Hill. He's going to be an absolute problem, but then you have Tua throwing him the football, and if anybody knows how I feel about that kid, I don't think he's a very good quarterback. So there's a possibility we could see Teddy Bridgewater here in this game by I think it's week 7 because we had a bye week the week before. So a lot of speed on the field, like Mike said. Hopefully Jameson Williams is a full go by this time. Hopefully our offense is clicking because Miami's kind of a underrated team. They play bad, then they play really good. They're kind of up and down, but they won some games that they should have lost last year and vice versa. So a brand new coach over there. They got the kid from the San Francisco 49ers head coach over there, Mike McDonald, I believe his name is. I think that's his name. I could be wrong there, but brand new coach, brand new system. I just don't like Tua. So I'm going to give the Lions a win here. I'm going to assume he's still playing, but I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and hopefully Jameson Williams, man, can showcase right here.
Got my guy B. Taylor in the building, man. Love B. Taylor. He's always getting on with Motor City Sports Talk, who you guys need to subscribe to. Love Motor City Sports Talk. I know sometimes people, say, hey, he's not. Yeah, I love what he's doing. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Motor City Sports Talk. B. Taylor, he's got great insight, man. I keep telling this dude he needs to create a YouTube channel because I think he would definitely get some good showing. The Detroit Lions then have a home game, and it's going to be a tough one, folks. This is going to be a game. It's going to be tough, folks. Here it is. The Detroit Lions are home against the Green Bay Rodgers. We have to deal with Karen Rodgers. We have to deal with the arsenal that they are, the juggernaut Green Bay, always winning the NFC North. It's a tough game.
Yeah.
God dang it.
It's a tough game, man.
It's a tough game, man.
So God, I hate him so much.
I know. He always beats us,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
my
tough.
God. I want us to win it so bad. So bad. What's up, Patty Grimes? I say we – oh, my God. I really want us to – you don't know how bad I just want to say win because this is the one team I want to win against, but I'm going to say L. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. W for win, L for loss. Let me know right now. Let's do this. This is the Green Bay Packers. This is the team that we consistently get beat on for 20 years. Will we get a win against Rodgers? We did last year, but this is a full game. This is Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing. What do you think about this game, Mark Orem?
Oh, this is tough, like you said, Mike. It's at home, though, right? It's at home early, halfway through the year. Kind of like what Green Bay did in the draft. They went for a couple of heavy defensive players right off the bat. I don't think they're done in free agency yet with going after wide receivers. I think they're going to bring in you're going to see like a Jarvis Landry, or you're going to see an Odell Beckham if he's healthy. It's at home. I'm going to call the upset. I'm going to say the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. It's going to be down to the wire, last-second field goal, because I don't think we're going to win later on down the road against Green Bay, man, because where we're playing them and how late we're playing them. So I don't want to say we're going to get swept by this team. I can't stand these guys, so I can't say we're going to go 0-2. I'm going to say big. This is one of the biggest upsets of the year, and the Detroit Lions are going to pull it off. Barely. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on this one, 100%. But I can't.
I love it, bro, because look, Steven Likings win. Bo L, Pooh L, Steven says a win again. Michael's win. We got lost. We got 4-4. So it's actually split, man. A lot of the fan base don't like Green Bay because we're tired of the L's, and it's split here. It's win-wins and loss-loss. Interesting how that goes, folks. We got 165 in the building. Let's get to 75 likes. I think we can do it. The more likes we get, this stuff will get pushed out there. Then we got an easier game, folks. The schedule kind of slows down a little bit because that was a little rough stretch for the Detroit Lions. The Lions then are away, and we get to see Justin P. Fields in Chicago. I don't know, man. I'm not too high on the Bears this year. I don't know what you guys think, but I think the Chicago Bears are going to take a little bit step back, and that's, I don't know if that's really saying much, Mark, because, you know, they weren't that great last year, but they just don't have weapons. They lose Allen. They lose Cone. They losing a lot of players. Justin Fields, and the offensive line is trash. Justin Fields, I think the Lions can pull off the win here. I think they can. What do you think?
I think the Lions are going to pull off the win, too, in this one, too. Like, you know, just like a month ago or so, you start hearing rumblings about how Justin Fields doesn't get along with his teammates or his coaches. Last year, he just thought, you know, he was kind of a guy that really didn't need to be coached up. And then I think right after the draft, you started hearing the opposite. It's like Chicago put the PR out there. Oh, man, we got to start talking up Justin Fields and how coachable and how well-liked he is. Because right now you're seeing, oh, he's such a good kid. He's such a, you know, he looks phenomenal. He's doing everything the coaches are asking. I'm not buying it, man. They didn't help this kid out in the draft either. They didn't go get a guy until like the third or fourth round. Some wide receiver that had one of the worst drop rates in college football. That Jones kid they drafted, or what's his name, Willis Jones, or he's just
Dallas Jones. I liked him actually in the later rounds, but you're talking about you didn't address it earlier.
Yeah, they didn't address it earlier. I thought they should have. That kid's not a bad wide receiver, but he had a lot of drops in college. Mm-hmm. But I just feel they didn't really help out his cause. Like you didn't help out in the O-line situation. You didn't get him many weapons. You lost Allen Robinson, so it's like okay, you basically got you might even have a worse offense going into 2022. So, and I think we're going to have our ears pinned back for that game. It's a division game. So I'm going to give the Lions the W on this one, too. Man, we go back-to-back wins.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, really, honestly, for the Bears is how the coach does, the head coach. I think that's the biggest variable we don't know. You know, is he going to come in and make this team better? Or, you know, bring the talent elevated up there, or is it going to be worse? That is something we don't know. We don't know. So that's a wait-and-see approach, in all honesty. You just never know. Next, the Detroit Lions are traveling again to New York as we face the G-Men. The Detroit Lions face the New York Giants. How are the Giants going to look? This is a big question mark, too. They actually have some good talent there. Obviously, Kenny Galladay, Saquon Barkley. They had a really good draft. I thought the Giants and the Jets had a really good draft. You know, they're going to have, obviously, the edge rusher from Oregon, who we passed on. What do you think that the G-Men and the Detroit Lions, how this is going to play out?
Yeah, this is going to be another good game. This is going to be the Thibodeau show versus Hutchinson right here. Who's the better player? Then you got Goff versus Daniel Jones. If Daniel Jones is still the quarterback by week, whatever game this is, week 8, week 9. So this is going to play out. This is going to be an interesting game. I'm kind of on the fence with this one. These are both my teams. Obviously, I like the Lions a little bit more than the New York Giants, but I think the Giants are going to pull this one off somehow. I think it'll be like one of those games, one of those fluke wins. But I think Thibodeau probably gets some type of strip sack to end the game to seal the deal for the New York Giants. So I'm going to give the Lions the L on this one, but I do like what the I do like what the Giants did in the draft, though. So, but I think the Lions are going to take the L.
Yeah, it's it also all depends on injuries because last year they're like the Lions. They had a ton of injuries. Kenny Galladay, Barkley. I mean, it just goes down the line. So if they can stay healthy and they're healthy for that game, they do got some good players and they can actually compete in their division. It really just comes down to it's going to be a close game. It just comes down to injuries, comes down to being on the road, and I think it'll be a close game. Go either way. That's an either way. But the next game is the Thanksgiving Day game. It's the Detroit Lions big game. And, folks, it's not a good one. We haven't won on Thanksgiving in a long time, and I think that trend continues because the Detroit Lions face the Buffalo Bills. You got to give us a break here. Why on earth do you give us the Buffalo Bills on Thanksgiving?
This isn't fair.
It's not fair.
This isn't fair. This isn't fair. It's bad enough how criticized this team gets and how everybody hates that the Lions play on Thanksgiving. Now there's the possibility we could get beat by 50 by these guys, man. The Buffalo Bills, come on, man. Like,
oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, look, I'm taking the L here. The trend continues. Do you have to really explain it?
Come on. Like,
Super Bowl team.
We're going to have to,
everybody right now is saying L's except for the Love Company, 1776, and Don Burr. It's going to be tough, folks. It's going to be tough. Again, I don't know. The primetime games will get announced at 8 o'clock. That's what I'm hearing. And as soon as we get it, we'll let you know. That'll be on LNU, by the way, because we're going to be switching over there at 7:30. But, man, oh, man, that's going to be a tough game. I got the L. I'm just hoping we stay competitive, in all honesty, Mark. Can the Detroit Lions just stay competitive in this game? Can we stay and not just get decimated live on TV? Because if you could be competitive, that's good, right? Sometimes you could be happy with just, taking an L to a really good team, and it's somewhat competitive. So that's what my thing is there. And if the Lions won the game, it'd be the biggest upset of the year. But I think
the competitive is like Jared Goff's going to have to literally go toe to toe with Josh Allen.
Did the people not realize what they did to the Patriots in the playoffs? Man?
Exactly.
Oh, that was a
Kansas City. They should have beat Kansas City too. They got kind of screwed out of that. So
they're a juggernaut. Hey, we got a young defense. We went defense in the draft. We'll see what these youngins can do in the draft.
Yeah.
Next game, it's a redemption game. We get steamrolled. We get a 10-day break, and we get to have a little bit of fun because guess who's coming to town? Jacksonville Jaguars. Right after Thanksgiving, so 10-day break for the Detroit Lions. The Lions are happy, and we get a little bit easier there. Mark Orr from Orr's Forum. Now, I'm not saying we're going to roll upon the Jacksonville Jaguars because they do got some talent. They got a new head coach, but it's a much easier game than what we faced. Yeah. How do you think the Detroit Lions do against Jacksonville at home?
Yeah, well, right off the jump, man, we've seen what the NFL did to us here. Right? They gave us the Bills, and then they give us the Jaguars. Kind of a team that is on our level at least. Kind of an apology game. Sorry for what happened to you the week before. Hopefully you can beat the Jaguars here. That's what it kind of feels like to me. I love what the Jaguars did in this draft. Man, they went a lot of good defensive players. They went and paid everybody out on free agency too. I think they're going to be better. They brought in a pretty good coach. They don't got Urban Meyer over there, so they got Peterman coaching over there, or Peterson, I think his name is, the guy that used to coach. The guy used to coach the Eagles there. So I think they've gotten better probably in every facet there. Trevor Lawrence's second year coming to Detroit. I'm going to give the Detroit Lions the win here. Just from what happened the week before against the Bills, it's just they got to get that ugly smear right off their right across their faces, man, and just forget about that game against Buffalo and come out and face the Jaguars and beat them up. So I'm going to give the W to the Detroit Lions on this one.
We got a W there, I agree. Then we go back home, and we're master beaters as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Earlier I said the Lions take the L, but I think the Detroit Lions win this game. Minnesota comes to Detroit. Again, it's always a close game with these guys, but the Lions will pick up the win here. We split with Minnesota. 2-game winning streak. Feeling pretty good. What do you think about Minnesota coming to Detroit?
Yeah, I think I had them losing going to Minnesota, so I'm going to have us winning this game. Like I said, I like to kind of split the division games at least 1-1, no matter who we're playing. So I have Detroit Lions coming back and, winning this game at least against the Minnesota Vikings.
We're going to continue on with the rest of the schedule on LNU, but we're going to do some mailbag segment right now. I'll let you know who the rest of the opponents are. After that, it's the Jets at New York Jets, at Carolina Panthers, home against Chicago, and then the final week, the NFL screwed us at Green Bay the last week of the year. Always Green Bay giving us a frickin' FU because that's what they do. If you got questions, we may have some answers. It's the mailbag segment. Do this for about 20 minutes. We're going to then go to LNU. So if you got questions, put hashtag Lions or hashtag whatever. It's just so I can see it. That's the way that I roll here. And we get at it for the mailbag segment. So let me get this thing going. All right, folks. Again, hashtag Lions, hashtag whatever. Give us questions, and you'll be featured on a video for Saturday. That's what it's all about. What's up, Ote Champ? I haven't seen you in a minute. Put in comments. You want to address myself or Mark or both of us. You want to talk about games. You want to talk about whatever. It's your time to shine. It's your time to rule this chat. Let us know in the comment section right now. Do any crazy question, too. Doesn't really matter related to the Lions. We will get at it as it's your time to go. And we will feature. If we win 3 games, Goff gets hurt for a year, how do you judge Campbell? I'm upset. I'm going to tell you that right now because they knew that if there's a possibility that if Goff goes down, they had an opportunity to upgrade that backup position. So I will judge him sharply, and I will judge Brad Holmes sharply. There's no excuse. If Goff goes down and we win 3 games, you can't say, well, Goff went down, win 3 games. Nope. You have an opportunity to upgrade the quarterback position. What do you think about that, Mark?
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. You guys know what this regime is all in on Goff, man, but they decided not to address the backup position. They're bringing in a kid named Connor Sampson for a tryout, and I don't think he has a prayer. So he's just one of those, just who knows what's going to happen with him. I doubt he beats out Bilal or Boyle. So if Goff goes down, it's going to be Tim Boyle. And we all know what Tim Boyle is about. If we win 3 games, it's not going to be a very happy fan base, and you won't see a very happy ISN crew either.
Go Lions. What's the biggest hole on defense? I think it's linebacker still. I 100% agree with you. I think it's linebacker. I think that's pretty much an easy one. I'd ask Mark, but I'm sure he agrees fully there. We invested on the defensive line in the secondary, but we didn't really upgrade. We're talking about the misguided North Korean missile in Jared Davis. And we got Calzone, a freaking pizza for another linebacker. Hashtag Williams going to be ready for training camp. Is he going to be ready? It could be. I mean, it's what he's saying he's ready. His surgeon is saying that he wants to see it in preseason week 1. It's what will the Lions doctors say? I couldn't tell you that, but I think it should be close, like for at least week 1 to be part of there. Do you think Jameson Williams has very similar start to his rookie campaign as Jamar Chase? What do you think about that one, Mark Orem?
Oh, yeah. You know what? We don't have Joe Burrow though. It's a little bit different, man. They had a very good connection because they were both at LSU. So I don't quite see it just yet. And we have some guys that we can throw to, man. Now we got Josh Reynolds, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't forget about TJ Hawkinson. We got some guys now. So I don't really see that connection right off the bat. I think maybe it could eventually turn into something like that. But I have a feeling they're going to take Jameson Williams slowly. So just not yet.
Hashtag whatever. Who's buying drinks if we beat the Bills? I'll buy a round. Frankie, I will too, man, because that would be the biggest upset of all time. I would love it if that happened. It would really put Dan Campbell in a big, good place. Hey, I'd love it for sure. Let's see.
Yeah,
Do you
for
think
sure.
the Lions could make it to the playoffs this season? I don't believe they're making to the playoffs. I have 7 to 8 wins. I don't think that's playoff worthy. What about you, Mark?
I'm in the same boat as you, Mike. 7 to 8 wins. Right now, nine could get you into the playoffs now with that extra slot spotted for the playoffs. But I think we're hovering around there. But I just don't see it this year, not in 2022.
If you could redo a draft, which one would it be? I don't know exactly what year Tom Brady was drafted, but I would redo that draft and draft Tom Brady.
The year we drafted Ebron. That's the one I would like to redo.
Get Aaron Donald instead.
Aaron Donald.
Yep.
Aaron Donald, baby.
Hashtag Lions. Will Lions have any Pro Bowlers? Yeah, I think you'll probably have a Frank Ragnow if he stays healthy. Maybe even like a Penei Sewell at right tackle. I could see that. Defensively, maybe Aiden Hutchinson gets in there if he gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. I could see him getting pushed. Maybe Jack Fox.
Yeah, Jack Fox, Hutchinson. Like a couple of guys in the O-line like Ragnow and Sewell for sure. Yeah. After that, it gets kind of tough.
Does DeAndre Swift have a breakout season? I would hope so. He just got to stay healthy. It's hard, though, because we do running back by committee in Detroit, so it's hard for one player to get to really break out. But I would really hope so. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, it's running back by committee there too, and I just I'm still on the fence with DeAndre Swift, and the talent's there obviously, but I just afraid that he can't stay healthy. So I'm going to say he doesn't have a breakout season, but he's going to have to, I think, to stick around.
If I missed your question, repost it. I'm sorry, it's going fairly quick. Super chat $1.99 from Nick. Appreciate you, Nick. Dan Campbell, a sleeper for Coach of the Year. Well, his odds went up 25 to 1. It was 60 to 1, 25 to 1. I tell you what, if he can get to 8 wins, I think even if he doesn't make the playoffs, he should be considered. Because this team was so bad last year regarding talent and regarding what Matt Patricia did. And for him to take this roster and go to 8 wins, I think it should be considered. If he makes the playoffs as a wild card, he should be a lock. Should be a lock because you're getting the best out of something. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, that's how I kind of feel, man. I kind of feel maybe I'm just a little bit higher than you, Mike. I think maybe he needs to get about 10 wins probably to be considered Coach of the Year. Playoffs, I think, if he makes the playoffs with this team, that's almost a lock, though. But 10 wins and up, he has a very good chance of winning Coach of the Year. I just don't see it, though, in this year.
Will Rodgers be injured by Week 17? One can only hope. One
hope so.
can only hope. I'm hoping he'd be injured Week 1.
Or they'll be just sitting guys again like they did last year.
Yeah. That's the only way I think we win that game. How many games does Mayfield win for the backup of the Detroit Lions for a Baker Mayfield trade, or if he gets released? I think he could win 40% of the games. He's almost like a Jared Goff, I guess a little bit less of a Jared Goff type of player. I think he could be like that.
Yeah, for sure. When I talk about Goff and Mayfield, I think they're two different quarterbacks, but I think you get the same results.
Yeah.
I don't think one is better than the other. I don't think he's an upgrade. So if he's better than Tim Boyle or David Blau, though. Let's just put it like that. That's for sure. Like that's basically that's an easy given. So I guess he could squeeze a couple wins out there. So.
And if someone asked me, we should never get to Baker Mayfield, even if he's released for a backup role, I'd take him all day. I would take him over Tim Boyle and David Blau all freaking day, because if we lose Jared Goff, like someone said, we're not winning a game. Tim Boyle's not going to win us football games, folks. David Blau is not going to win us football games. You're going to go, whatever, the amount of time he's out. At least with a Baker Mayfield, you have a chance to win a football game. But when Tim Boyle's in, we've seen what happens. Just ask Seattle. Hashtag Lions. Will we go 13-4? I have my absolute doubts on that one. Going for such a high record, I say absolutely not. About that, personally, Mark, I think you're kind of in the same boat as I am.
Yeah, I'm going to say no on 13-4, man. We're not quite there yet, guys. Not yet, man. Hold off, though, man. Maybe it's coming around the corner. I have a feeling it's coming around the corner.
Question of the day, because I like this one by Eric. We don't talk about him enough. Hashtag Go Lions. If James Mitchell gets healthy, do you all think he'll make an impact? Yes. Yes, I do. As a number 2 tight end, he will make an absolute impact because that was a major hole for the Detroit Lions last year. It's not like this dude's going to be getting every single catch, but that's not what he's required to do. It opens it up for everybody else. That's what a number 2 is all about, helping him with the run game as well. Make a big impact. And if he can be on the field, I absolutely love it. He should have been a 3rd-round pick. If he was healthy, he would have been a 3rd-round pick. He fell to, I think, the 5th, right? The 5th or the 6th round. In the
5th round we got him in.
5th round, yeah. Picked him up. I think, I love it. What do you think, Mark?
I remember when we picked this pick, I wasn't too big on it, man. I actually didn't like it at all. And then I did a little bit of film study on the kid. He has missed a ton of time the last 2 years, though. But, you kind of have to go back and watch this kid. He's athletic. He's super versatile. He can even play some running back for you. He scored like 5 touchdowns in college as a running back. Goal line situation. He's a big kid running the football. He's got that basketball background, so he can box you out. He's a good red zone guy. So I think he could be a really nice number 2, and he's probably going to beat out Brock Wright if he stays healthy.
Michael Peters, do you think Trinity Benson makes the practice squad? I don't know how he makes the team. We got to – there's no way. I think it'd be – he can't make the team. He's not better than Khalif Raymond. Come on now. Khalif Raymond right now is sitting at 6. He's not better than anybody else. He's not better than Cephas. He's not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. Not better than Jamison Williams. So he unless he gets picked up by another practice squad, that's where he's destined to go, Mark.
Yeah, this was a guy, man, Brad Holmes, he traded a couple picks for him, got one back. And he couldn't even really crack that lineup last year of wide receivers. And he had every opportunity to. He was like running wrong routes. He was dropping balls. He just didn't look the part. And he was, he's still on the practice squad though. So he's going to have a tough time even making that practice squad this year. So he's on the outside looking in for sure.
Great question here. And this is a debate topic that is going to be raging on for a while. If Jared Goff leads us to the playoffs, do we still make a move for a quarterback early in the first round next year? This is a huge question. Actually, if this happens, do you keep Jared Goff or do you draft a quarterback? Mark, you're not a Goff guy. If he leads us to a playoff and a playoff victory too, at that, what do you do with? Do you draft a quarterback or do you just we're rolling with him?
Well, if he's playing great football and he's winning us football games, I'm sticking with the kid, man. I'm sticking with Jared Goff. There's nothing wrong with getting a quarterback down the road, but early first round, I don't really see it. And the way Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have been talking about this kid, man, about Jared, they're all in on him. So don't expect a quarterback if we make it to the playoffs with Jared Goff. And if he plays well enough, he's the guy, man. So you stick with him, and then you just keep building around him, man. But he has to be a good quarter. He has to be a lot of the reasons why we're winning football games, though, I think, in order for this to happen. But he very well could be. So I guess it's a wait and see approach.
Yeah.
Right now, but it's just going to be, that's all we can really say. That's all we can really answer this question is just wait and see, because there's a lot of people on the fence with him, and it's a great question. It's a hard question to ask, man, or to answer. I mean, so it's just wait and see.
If it's a wait and see approach, whether you're a Goff truther or a Goff hater, I think we all want to succeed. We want him to succeed because if Jared Goff succeeds, that's masterful. And we got 2 draft picks next year that we don't have to get a quarterback, but we do have the opportunity if he fails to get a quarterback. So. We hope he succeeds, and that's the best. But that is a question I think is going to rage on for a while. And I it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But I don't think they would draft a quarterback if he'd got us there personally. If he got us to the playoffs, and if he won a game, we haven't won a game since 1990. That would be you couldn't take a quarterback at that point. Like I would say, look, man, he did his job. Like he did something that nobody could do. Not even Stafford, so you'd have to give him his dues, in my opinion. But if he doesn't get us there, I really still want to get a quarterback in the draft. That's me personally. Let's go. Lions could beat the Giants, Jets, Jags, Commies, Panthers, Dolphins, and maybe steal another if we split in the division. That's 9 or 10 optimism. I get it. I mean, it's possible. Like, it is possible. I'm still going down to the 7 to 8. You could blow up, win a couple games. We've seen it before, folks. We have seen it before. That was weird what happened with my camera.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just stick with the 7 to 8 because it's hard to get the juices flowing, Mark.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm going to stay with too. But like James says here, it's always a possibility of beating those teams, But I see us, with a couple games that we should win, and we're really the Lions. There's not a lot of games that the Lions should win. Let's be honest with ourselves, man. There's just a lot of teams that we can't beat, and that we get lucky sometimes when we win games. But those games right there are doable. We can possibly win those games. Let's see what happens. I'm still going to stick like with Mike says. I'm still 7 and 8 guy, 7 or 8 wins. So I don't really see us going beyond that right now.
Folks, we're about to go on Lions Nation Unite. Go to Lions Nation Unite right now. We're about to go live on there. That is the stream. Me and Mark are going to be live on there, and we're going to continue this on Lions Nation. Go on there right now. We'll be live in just a couple of minutes. I am literally posting this thing a billion times. Click on it. Go there right now. I will see you in about 5 minutes in a moment.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it, and I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone